Hello everyone and welcome to Kernel of Wisdom. I'm Joelle and I'm here with John from the Dutch Smiling Yogi channel. John and I have developed this yoga plus meditation, body, mind, spirit, self-love series for you. And today is about spirit. The yoga and meditation in this video should help you connect with and explore your unique spirit. Let's get to it.
So the first pose we're gonna do is child pose. We just sit with our heels underneath or with our legs a little bit open and heels to the side. Whatever is comfortable for you. And we're gonna fold our upper body over our legs, sink our head to the floor. So you can have it on your thighs. You can also open your thighs to the side and have your chest in between your thighs. Heads resting on the floor. And if you make it, the point in between your eyes is actually the point that's touching the floor. And we just focus on our breath. Maybe if you feel a stretch in your low back or your hips, you can focus on that as well. And whenever you notice that a thought is coming up, just let it go. Don't have to take the garbage out now. You don't have to prepare for a meeting now. You don't have to do anything. Just be here. Inhalation, we come on all fours, replacing our hands a little bit more than shoulder width apart. We're stepping back into a plank and then we push our hips backwards so we come into a downward facing dog. We make one little walking round, one heel at a time to the floor, stretching out the hamstring muscles a little bit. Then we're going to bring our right leg, lower leg, as far as we can, parallel to the front of our mat. The left knee goes to the floor, untacking the toes. And we just want to sink down here. We want to keep our hips in the middle. We can stay on our hands if you have the room. You can actually bring your elbows to the floor. If you still have room to stretch more, you can make a pillow of your arms and resting your head on your pillow. Inhale, we bring the upper body up, placing our hands underneath our shoulders. Toes of the left foot come in the floor. We lifting up, stepping the right foot back. Walk our heels towards the floor. And then we're going to bring the left leg forward, lower leg as far as we can parallel. If it's very hard to stretch like this, just bring the leg in, that will make it easier. Untucking the toes, coming down on our elbows if we have the room, And maybe even making a pillow again, resting our head on our arms. And just being with our breath, letting go of everything. Inhale, bring our head up, placing our hands underneath our shoulders. Right foot, toes on the floor, lifting up, making one walking movement. And then we bring our knees to the floor and we come sit down on our bum. We're gonna bring the left leg as far as we can parallel with the front. Right foot comes on top. The toes are just past the knee of your other leg. If you don't make it, you can be in an easy cross as well. Again, this is a hip opener. Bring our hands forward and we're just leaning forward. Maybe you have to stay on your elbows. Maybe your head can go down as well. The idea in these poses is that we're actually stretching out our hips. Our hips are areas in our body where we hold a lot of old emotions. There's always a connection between body and mind. If we want to become silent inside, if we want to be able to listen to our soul, to our spirit, we have to let go of old emotions. They don't serve us anymore, so we just want to let go. And here we come up and we're going to change legs. So the right leg comes underneath and the left leg comes on top. We come forward again. So old emotions are just imprints we created ourselves. By the way we thought about ourselves, we thought about the situation in the past. And because we have this imprint in our mind, everything that's happening at this moment is colored by these imprints. So if you can let go of these old imprints, things won't be colored anymore, they will just be the way they are. So we have to break with old habitual patterns. Have to let go of old emotions. Inhale, we slowly come up. And an exhalation. I'm gonna bring the right leg forward and the left foot will be on the inside of the right thigh. We're lengthening and then we come forward over our right leg. If you feel the stretch mainly in the back of your knee, you can bend your knee a little bit. We first want to have our belly button on our thigh. Our nose to the chin. Chin is not important. Inhale, we come up. Exhale, we're straightening the left leg, bending the right. We want to sit up straight first. We inhale, we lengthen, and exhalation, we come forward over the left leg. Again, if you feel it in the back of the knee, just bend your knee a little bit. We want to work the muscle. If you really feel it in the back of your knee, you're just working the tendon. And this pose is also turning you inwards because we're curling up in a little ball, but it's also a pose to let go of old emotions. If we're afraid, we actually come into this fight-flight modus. And to be able to flight, we'll run away. So emotions that have to do with being scared, they're actually on the hamstrings, muscles you use to run away. Everything is linked together. Inhale, we slowly come up again. Bring right foot forward, left foot forward. So the soles of the feet are against each other. And our legs are more or less in a diamond shape. So we take out a little bit more the hamstrings, we take out a little bit more the adductors. And now we come forward. We engage our abs just slightly to make the bend a little bit easier. Maybe your hands are on the floor, you're there. Maybe your elbows are on the floor. Maybe you can make a pillow again from your hands and rest your head on your hands. Doesn't matter where you are, everything is fine. Just keep your focus on your breath. And keep letting go of everything popping up in your mind. Don't have to do anything with it at this moment. You only have to breathe and feel the stretch. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale, release, breathe out. And we're going to find an easy cross position. We want to straighten our spine. We want to have our shoulders open, chin a little bit tucked in. And we're going to close our eyes. Hands are resting, either with the back of our hands, either with our palms on our knees. We bring our awareness to the breath. Making every inhalation, every exhalation a little bit deeper. And from here on, Joelle's gonna guide you through a meditation to connect even more with your soul, with your spirit. Slowly, slowly become aware of the sounds around you. Become aware of your body again. Become aware of my voice instead of the of Joelle. When you're ready, open up your eyes again. So connecting with your soul doesn't mean anything else than just following your heart. Follow what you believe. Follow what's good for you. not what somebody else is telling you what you should do. Follow your own heart. I hope you enjoyed this series. I'll see you next time. Namaste.
Settle into your favorite meditation posture and start to reconnect with your breath. You can focus on the breath wherever you notice it most. Maybe that's at your nostrils, or in your throat, or in your body. You might also notice the coolness of the air when you inhale, and the warmth of the air when you exhale. Perhaps you notice the rise and fall of your body as you breathe. Take a few moments to take hold of the breath and try to move it as deep as you can into your belly. Inhale as fully as you can with each breath, and then let go of every drop of air that you can with each exhale, inflating the belly like a balloon. Take a few big, deep belly breaths this way. Then allow your attention to fall away from the breath and turn toward the body. Start by trying to hold some general awareness of your body and mind. How does the body feel? If you notice any overall sensation, you can label it to acknowledge it. Then take a few moments to scan the body and see if you notice any particularly strong sensations or areas of restlessness or tension. Perhaps allow these areas of the body to relax. The intention of this meditation is to help you discover what makes your spirit sing, to help you explore and uncover what your heart truly loves. To begin, I invite you to recall a happy memory. Even if all you can recall is a few blissful moments, allow your mind to drift into a recollection of this time in as much detail as you can. Remember any sights that stood out, or any sounds, or any smells, or perhaps textures or tones. Right? Remember the overall mood of the environment. As you recall the memory, notice what you were attracted to. What captured your senses? Where do you focus your awareness or attention? What sensations in the body do you notice? What feelings do you notice that you attribute to this memory? Observing this experience, are there any words that come to mind around it? Without forcing yourself to try and think of word associations, notice if any words come to mind without questioning them, just as you recall the moment. If you were to give this memory a headline, as if there were a banner hanging over top of the scenario, what might it say? Now, let's explore what might speak to you, attract you, interest you in your spirit in this very moment. To start, I invite you to open your eyes and look around the room. Notice what attracts your eyes, what you feel drawn to. Allow your gaze to sit or explore these areas, immersing yourself in the experience of them. As you look around the room, you can notice any feelings, thoughts, or images that come up as you gaze at what's around you. Then take a few moments to notice any textures or items in the room that you might want to touch, that you feel drawn to. Give yourself permission to move and explore the room, allowing yourself to touch and immerse yourself in these textures or sensations. Again, take note of any feelings, thoughts, or images that come up as you immerse yourself in touch. Then have a seat again. You may also close your eyes again if you choose. Now, see if you notice any sounds that you were attracted to. And allow yourself to immerse yourself in the experience of sound. Again, taking note of any feelings, thoughts, or images that come up as you immerse yourself in any of the sounds that may be in the room. And if there is no sound, see if you can immerse yourself in the silence, whether you're attracted to it or noticing if you're not. Again, taking note of any feelings, thoughts, or images that come up. Notice any smells you may be drawn to, may be attracted to. Allow yourself to immerse yourself in the experience of those smells. Again, one last time, taking note of any feelings, thoughts, or images that arise as you immerse yourself in those smells. Consider for a moment the idea that each and every moment of our lives comes with the possibility of a set of things we may be attracted to and averse to, and that we can draw pleasure from each moment simply by turning your attention to what attracts us and immersing ourselves there. Now I invite you to silently repeat the following toward yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy and safe. May I love and accept myself just the way I am. May I find freedom from suffering. May I be an example of peace. May I be happy. May I be healthy and safe. May I love and accept myself just the way I am. May I find freedom from suffering. And may I be an example of peace. Noting all that you've allowed yourself to enjoy, love, and explore through this meditation, place your hand over your heart and say to it, I love you. I love you. I love you. Sending your spirit some kindness and gratitude. And then finishing by asking yourself the question, what do I now know? What did I learn through this experience?